What's up, guys? JohnOrigins here today, bringing you some Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle action. Well, we're here against Mizticall once again, and this is actually a competitive matchup. We have fully EV Pokemon, and we're gonna have a pretty sweet battle. I've got myself a Choice Scarf Staraptor. I have max HP, max attack Steelix. I have Carmine Delphox, special defensive Florges. Mega Garchomp with the Sword Stance for attacks because I didn't have sub at the time, and then I have a life for Greninja. Mike's team looks pretty cool. He has that man team, which actually could be an issue if I don't, you know, like whittle it down. I don't think it gets roost still, so that's unfortunate for it. But as long as I can get some hits off on it with some of my physical guys, I think I'll be good to go. But yeah, that Dual Blade might be an issue if my Delphox goes. But apart from that, I think we could be good, so let's just head into the battle. Like I said, battling Mike Mizticall, his link will be in the description. He's going to lead off with the Dual Blade. I start off with my Staraptor. I'm not going to stay in on the Staraptor, I'm just going to U-turn. Mike did something, he switched out into Gengar. I'm not sure if he predicted something or what, I don't know, he just went out into Gengar. I feel like I can switch into Greninja, scare him out with a dark type attack, even though I actually don't carry it. My set is Hydro, Grass Knot, Ice Beam, and U-turn. So I am just going to U-turn out, get that switch advantage, and he's got that Remoraid in there, aka Mantine, and I'm hoping to do some damage on it with my Staraptor. I can go for the Brave Bird here. I kind of expected him to stay in, expecting the U-turn, but he ends up switching out, making a safer play, going into his Dual Blade. So this Brave Bird is actually going to do so little damage that I doubt you can even see it. Oh, you can just about see it. I think like U-turn and stuff, it does like negligible damage. It's so insane. But I figure my Steelix is a hard counter to this Dual Blade, so I'm going to switch into it. He ends up predicting that and goes out into the Gengar. And now I'm somewhat in trouble because he's just going to set up a sub. I kind of predict that I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball, which looks insane. Oh my god, it's so funny on Steelix. But then on the following turn, I'm going to try and set up my Stealth Rocks, I believe. And he's just going to go for the Focus Blast, which also looks pretty cool. And that's just going to kill me. So no Stealth Rocks for me. And my Cyber Dragon just goes down. But I do feel like this is a free switch into my Greninja, where I can just go for the U-turn. Or the Grass, or the Ice Beam. Yes, the Ice Beam. I was making a prediction, either way. I was going for the switch. I know he's going to switch, he's not going to stay in because he's throwing the Dark type move again, but honestly I don't have it. I could have gone for the U-turn here, but anyway, extra damage on that Mantine is always helpful. Look, it's already below half. That U-turn did do a lot of damage. Greninja is actually really good. I do like it. Some people think it's very underwhelming in its stats, which is somewhat true, but I don't really mind. As he goes to the Scold there, it looks insane as I just go into my Florges to start walling some things and get things on the go for me. He's actually going to switch out here into his own Florges. My one is better because it is blue, but it's still, his is a threat. His is more of an offensive role than mine. Mine's a fully specially defensive set, as he sets up a Carmine, people. Mine's fully special defense with Toxic, which I go for right here, Wish, Protect, and Moonblast. I think he's a mono attacking Carmine set with Wish and Protect at the time, and I believe after this battle I ended up putting Aromatherapy on it, because Florges is actually a really good cleric. It's got pretty good grass type moves that it learns. It gets the Wish, obviously it gets the Protect, Toxic, and then it gets the Aromatherapy, which is really helpful. It's basically Blissey with a bit more of a special attack prowess and a bit less HP and a good special defense stat. It's based on 154, and it's Fairy type, which is pretty sweet, as my Toxic is literally going to start racking up on him, as he's just trying to keep alive, make sure he's at full HP-ish, and he does actually go for the Wish here, as I go for the Wish as well. I expected him to go into Mantine. I can't really stop the Wish from happening, but he ended up going into the Dual Blade, which I found somewhat surprising. Maybe he wanted a more offensive switch to keep the game going. My Moonblast actually does a lot, which I'm going to keep in mind for later on. That's really good damage. I'm going to switch to my Staraptor because I figured getting the Intimidate drop would be good, and if you wanted to go for like the Shadow Claw or something, that'd be great. But I do just get the Intimidate after, and I can then U-turn out and then go into my Fire type, my Delphox, forgot its name then, and try and get some damage on him with the Fire type attack being super effective. stab and on his weaker defense. So I'm actually gonna end up. I believe I predict the switch. Please, nope. Nope. I thought I did. That might have been a different battle with someone else. But either way, I'm just gonna go for the flamethrower. My Delphox always seems to be in against dual blades. It just works well against it, apart from its psychic typing, of course. But yeah, he's gonna bring in the what's its face, the Absol. And I expected the pursuit. I don't even know if Absol gets pursuit. I assume it does. So I'm actually going to stay in and go for the flamethrower. And that actually did a lot to the sword, which I'm happy about. And I figure this is Scarf, so I'm actually going to switch out to my Staraptor. My fellow Scarfer, get the Intimid Droop on him. And he ends up going for the Earthquake, which is great for me because it gives me a switch advantage as he's just going to go into his Doublade. Oh yeah, I'm going to go for the U-turn. And look, did you even see that? Did you even see that? But anyway, I'm just going to switch out into my Greninja because I didn't want toxic damage to start racking up on my Delphox. And I'm going to actually Grass Knot, predicting probably the Mantine to come in. And that doesn't work out because I was really scared of that Mantine having the Water Absorb, is it? And getting all its HP back. I was not a fan of that. But either way, I don't want to take a Shadow Sneak, so I'm going to go into my Staraptor, who literally cannot do anything with the Dual Blade. It's just going to put negligible damage onto this thing, switch out, and let something else take a hit. I figured my next best thing to take a hit is my Garchomp, so I'm going to go into that, and I actually take that really well. I'm going to Mega Evolve into Mega Garchomp, and now I can go for the Earthquake or the Crunch or whatever I want to go for, and start destroying people's lives. So I actually do a really good chunk with the Earthquake, and it's at a range of HP where I'm like, a Crunch will probably kill it, and if he wants to switch out into his Mantine or his Gengar, then Crunch will hit it pretty hard. He ends up making the switch into Gengar, which was, I thought, surprising. I was like, bro, you have a Mantine, it's flying type. But either way, my Crunch just OHKOs it, and that's a threat out the way. I'm thinking my Garchomp is really good to go here. But he still has this Sulk who can hit me really hard. I figure it's best time to sacrifice my Greninja now. Hopefully get a free switch into my Scarfed Staraptor and start killing stuff with Brave Birds. I figure it's time for the Brave Bird. Almost time for the Brave Bird. Almost time for the Brave Bird. I am really ready for it. But he still has that Dual Blade in his back pocket, ready to wall the hell up my Staraptor, and he still has this Mantine who can actually take a U-turn. And that was a crit as well, so it's a pretty bulky Mantine. It's surprisingly good. But I do have the one and only Garchomp who has the capabilities to take out this Mantine from the range of HP it's at. And I can just go for the Crunch, just in case the Dual Blade wanted to come in on like a Dragon Claw. Crunch was the safest move for me to go for, as I do offer him a free switch back out into his Sulk or his Absol. His Absol, he has Sucker Punch, I know he does. And I'm just going to switch out into Florges as he Mega Evolves, and it goes for Sucker Punch because I didn't want to play around this Absol anymore, and I figure Florges is really good to take it on. Now I'm going to go for the Moonblast here and almost take out the Dual Blade, but I know I outspeed. Dual Blade's got like base 35 speed maybe, and Florges might have 55, it could be a bit higher actually, maybe 50. I'm not so sure on these space stats yet, but I am faster, but he does have the Shadow Sneak, and yeah, I take out the whatchamacallit, Dual Blade finally, which gives me my Brave Bird a lot more chances to happen, as I'm just going to protect the Scout out what he's going to go for, and then I figure, okay, Staraptor can take, you know, what the close combat or the poison jab I believe he went for. He carries poison jab basically for fairies, and it doesn't do much to my Staraptor. I can just revenge kill with the Brave Bird, and the animation, of course, everyone has to point it out. But he does have the Absol left, so unfortunately my Staraptor is going to go down. I am going to let it go, but you know, I might not have said this, but Absol looks pretty awesome. Its wings, man, it flies like a bird, never runs away. But I do have the one and only the Florges to clean up the game for me, and that is one dead lucky Absol. And yeah, that's the game, people. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I've been JohnOrigins, and I'm out, so peace.